to. This is Chris, and I'm here because I recently bought two deep wave hairs from Amazon, and I know I'm not the only person that struggles to find good quality human hair, so or human hair. So I decided to do a comparison of two wigs that I bought recently. One from Pizza Hair, and the other one is Reelek. Okay, so let's start with the Pizza Hair. Now, I bought this from Amazon. I spent approximately 130, 140 after taxes on this hair. It's 100% human hair. This is a deep wave Brazilian, right? So, anybody that's interested in buying this hair, the lace is tinted pretty well actually. I really like the lace. It is pre-plucked, and I think the plucking is really good. Matter of fact, you could actually go in there and pluck a little bit more, but it's not really bad.
It's realistic.
It's very realistic. The downfall of this wig though is that it seems to be like they're kind of two different donors or two different textures because if you look here, it's like a choppy layer at the top. I mean, I feel like it kind of adds to a more natural look. However, if you're paying a certain amount of money, most people don't want it like that. Also, this is 18 inches, but when I compare it to my other wig, it comes here to the middle of it to the middle of my back. It almost seems like it's a little bit longer than 18 inches. And the thickness is supposed to be 150% density. However, I'm not quite sure if it is. So, pro to this one. Great hairline, nice tinted lace. This one is definitely big head friendly and pretty good
Length.
length. Downfall to this, choppy. Top of the hair seems to be pretty choppy. Like it's two different textures. Like this might be what you say, Candace, a bad texture or not so great hair,
Damaged.
or slightly damaged combined with some really good hair at the ends. I did brush my fingers through this a little bit just to catch it, but not much. Like I said, that's this one. This one only costs about, like I said, 140 rounded up. All right, the next wig, this one I got from Reelek. Like I said, that was Pizza Hair. This is Reelek. And I'm comparing these two because I just so happened to buy, I wanted like a longer wig and a shorter wig, but when I looked at it, it was not really much of a difference. So I'm going to send one back. Now, as far as Reelek hair, the hairline doesn't seem to be pretty plucked, but it is thicker compared to the Pizza. The lace is definitely not of my skin colors for a lighter person, but again, you can go in there and tint that. That's not a big issue. Here's the inside of the cap construction. Did I show you the other one? Did I show you the inside of the other one too?
You could barely see that one that
Okay,
well
let me.
because it's darker.
All right, and here's the inside of the construction, which have way more parting space with the Pizza here. But back to the Reelek, so a little less parting space. But what appears to be the difference with this hair is I think this one is the thicker hair. This one was listed at 130% density, but that one was listed at 150% density, and this one definitely appears to be the longer hair. But remember how I said how long that hair comes to be? This one comes pretty much the same length, maybe like a smidge longer, like this much longer. And this is supposed to be 24 inches. 24 inches, 18 inches. So somebody ain't doing their math right. Um, what I will say is this is more, I do have a medium large head and I can wear this, but if you, I do feel like this one's a little bit on the medium to large side versus that one's big hair friendly. So what I do, like I said, I do like about this, it doesn't appear to be in any dramatic layers. You know what I mean? Everything kind of seems pretty cohesive as far as like the layout of the wig. My recommendation, if you are on a budget, and I mean, anytime you spend over $100 on a wig, it's you really not on a budget at that point, in my opinion. But if you are more on a friendly budget, you wanted to match something easier to take care of, and you can handle the choppiness, you can go with the Pizza Hair. But if you want something with thickness, um, costs a little bit more, you could probably do a little more customizing. I would go with the Reelek Hair. Me personally, if I'm gonna spend money, I want my money's worth. I want that thickness. I want everything. So even though this costs a little bit more, um, I'm gonna go with the Reelek Hair over the Pizazz Hair. Um, One thing I do notice, like looking at the tracks here, it's this one is not all lace, but I feel like it's a different type of stretchy material. If you look here, it the that's one a different type of cap versus this one. Can y'all see that? You can see I can stretch out my fingers. I'm only concerned about maybe, like I said, being too rough and maybe ripping it, but it seems to be pretty heavy duty. So um, this is the transparent lace. I don't really know what this is called. You know what this is called? This is a different type of cap construction, but it seems like this is partially a lace cap.
Spandex.
Yeah, it's like a lace cap in between, so you can see my finger. Versus this one, um, it appears to be the same way, but you know that short choppy piece that I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely probably see the weft a little bit better. So I mean, and this one's a little bit closer as far as the tracks, but they appear to be the same material. So really, those are the pros and cons. Again, if you're more on the budget, I would go with this. If you want your money's worth, and you don't mind doing a little bit more customization, I will go with this. Again, there is not really much of a difference other than the thickness of this one. This one, like I said, is more true to length as far as like layered all throughout. That one has like that big chop in between. So,
can you see any of the tracks if you were to like flip it or anything like that?
This one's more gapped out.
Mm-hmm.
But with it being so thick and curly, I'm sure when you brush it out, it probably won't make much of a difference. This one on the other end, this one, actually, remember earlier I was saying I thought I could see the track more on this one. Actually, it's that one. This one is actually pretty tight knit and close together. The only initial track you might see is if you try to put it like in some type of that halfway ponytail. But yeah, looking at it actually, no, not really. But when I have it on my head, and I lift it, I could see that whole straight track coming across. Versus that one, I can't. So yeah, really, really interesting. A part of me want to keep both wigs, but like I said, I'm gonna lay it down right here. Part of me want to keep both wigs, but honestly, they're almost the exact same texture. They're both deep waves. This one's on a more of a number 2. This is more of a 1B. This one has like pieces like little blonde chunks throughout. And like I said, this one's supposed to be 100% density, but I feel like the only thing that makes it that is the top. This is 130.
I'm gonna be honest, looking from this camera, this one's a bit more richer looking.
This one, yeah, the color, it definitely seems healthier than this one. So, I mean, really, it's really up to you what you are going to purchase. So anyway, I'll come back, hopefully, for part 2, where I'm going to, yes, work on the Reelek Hair. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.